I will go through some of the changes that I think excite me the most as someone who hasn't played 2 after about a week into the last league. I couldn't take it. Too much of a slog, too much slow running, not enough getting around. Felt like it took forever to get through anything. The builds got just nerfed too hard. I love they're putting in an Act 4. That's amazing. I don't mind the cruel difficulty and having to do that because I know they're getting rid of it, but the fact that they are already getting rid of it, I think, is amazing. Sad there's no druid. That I'm so excited for that. I think Abyssal, a lot of the things they've got in number 2 are already taken from number 1. It is, number 2 of a game, so I don't see any issue with them reusing league concepts. Major rebalance, all classes buffed. I feel like there's enough memes around that whole this is a buff situation. I love that there's new support gems. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm not going to go through all the old, and changes. I don't have enough information on it anymore. Um, I think sprinting is going to change how much I enjoy this game. I really enjoy the end game system. I did not enjoy getting to the end game system. So sprinting hopefully is enough of a difference that it doesn't make me quit based just on the slog and how long it gets everywhere. I love this section. I love that they are doing that. Played a monk. I had 3 skills that I used, and they were not 6 linked. I think I had like 4 on the main one, and I couldn't even be bothered trying to unlock more because there were no support gems that I felt would actually increase my damage or the utility of it. This is all well and good, but until they have a way of scouring and regoing, I'm not going to be bothered crafting unless I'm trying to just do a couple upgrades on things because having to pick up a base enough times to then craft and hope you do well and then having it brick and then just needing that base again is not fun. That is an absolute pain in the ass. I don't want to have to farm currency and items to be able to craft. I want to get a couple of the items because they're fairly rare if you're going for a specific thing. And then, as soon as you use one transmutation on it, it just bricks it because it's not the thing you're after, and that's it. You're done. Like, good luck. Go find that base again. Absolute joke of a crafting system without scouring. They are actually bringing in a auction house. Earlier today, they announced that the auction house is actually completely ready to go in every way that they had intended. We should not need to use the website at all from this point on. People still will, and they are still going to have that option. That is one of the most exciting things in this update. I think sprinting and that are going to make this a whole different game. And that's going to be really cool. And I'm super excited for that auction house to be brought into number 1 as well, so that we do not have to deal with spamming 30 people to get the item that you want once you. It's going to make it easier to stream and upgrade your items without it being boring as heck or having to share all 13 monitors or whatever problems you may run into when you do that. So I think that's a really big win for them to finally bring in something that we've been asking for the last 10 or 15 years. So, yay. This is cool. I love the hollow palm technique. I love the idea of running around and punching things. I did it, in the Delirium League. I loved doing that in number 1. The thing is, I still think the fact that it is just quarterstaff attacks that you can use when you're unarmed is ruining so much potential for any build diversity. They say they want build diversity, yet they are doing the one thing that kills build diversity, which is locking skills to certain weapons. Yes, I know you can go and weapon swap. Whoop-de fucking do. Whoop-de freaking do. It doesn't matter if all I can use is quarterstaff attacks with hollow palm technique. That is severely limiting the build diversity of just hollow palm. What if I want to get hollow palm technique and run around as with warrior skills and do something like earth shatter or anything like that is just completely removed from that option because it's only quarterstaff attacks that is there. So they are not ever going to have the build diversity that number one has until they remove the weapon limitation on skills because it is simply destroying. It is adding multiple, you know, orders of magnitude on build diversity if they were to remove that. It's that simple, and I think the changes they have made are going to be good, and I think I will actually start enjoying playing number two a lot. I will be playing um, when I'll be playing and streaming on the release, but it's just never going to have the build diversity of number one, and it's always going to be a step behind number one in build diversity until they remove those limitations.